dopamine fix is going to drop. I think it's going to get higher and higher as we go on. Mark's already in a standing position. Mark, would you please explain the objectives of our first speech tonight?
What, no musical intro from me?
No.
Simon and Garfunkel, The Sounds of Silence.
Why would I give you an intro?
Champions don't need an intro.
Quite intriguingly, Chris has chosen not so much a purpose of his speech, but a focus. The focus is on the general volume of Chris's speech, and in particular, when his volume goes down, the audibility of his speech. And to add to the intrigue, the title is It Was Fine the Other Day. Chris.
Thank you, Mark. So, please welcome to the lectern our Kung Fu fighter, Mr. Chris.
As a healthcare worker, I hear this pretty much on a weekly basis. It was fine the other day. Life sometimes has a hard way of reminding us that nothing is guaranteed. And sometimes the small, tiny things that we take granted for today may be gone tomorrow. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow grateful masters. For those of you who don't know, I work as a physiotherapist, as an inpatient rehab physio. And to put that into simple English, basically, as we get older, we get sick. Sometimes we get a stroke. Sometimes we get a brain injury. Sometimes we may get some fractures. And sometimes we may get so weak, so fragile. We can't even walk anymore. We can't even stand up anymore. Even putting our legs on the edge of the bed can sometimes be a two-person job. When I first got this job as a rehab physio, I thought my job was simple. To do some exercise with oldies, get them stronger, and get them back on their feet walking again. Until I met Patricia. Now, Patricia was a patient of mine. She suffers from a chronic lung disease with a fractured ankle. That is healing very slowly. But every day, when rehab session comes along, she'll always turn up. She knew that she was improving very slowly, but she never complained. In fact, if anything, she actually appreciated for the time and effort that I put in for her. She'll always tell me, I feel so grateful. I feel so appreciated. The fact that every morning I can open my eyes. The fact that in the morning I can hear the birds chirping. The fact that now I finally get enough strength to just stand up, even for frame. She was so thankful. But to me, that was just another day of work, just trying to get people stronger and back on their feet. And then, one night, something happened. 12 a.m. at night. A nurse walked in to Patricia's room. She realized something is odd. Patricia is breathing faster as she normally does. Upon further examination, she noticed that her oxygen was dropping dramatically fast, and her heart rate was pumping twice as fast as it should be. The nurse panicked. She grabbed the oxygen mask from the nursing station and put it on Patricia's face. Next thing you know, she called 000 and asked for help. The next morning, I turned up back to work. I didn't see Patricia anymore. The only person I saw in the room was Patricia's daughter, holding on to the belongings of Patricia's. I asked, "Where is Patricia?" And she goes, "Patricia didn't make it. She was fine the other day. She was fine the other day when I was talking to her. I thought she was getting better. But I guess it's not." That moment, I realized the things that Patricia felt grateful for. Being able to open her eyes in the morning, to hear the birds chirping, to have the strength to even get up from the bed and just take a few steps around the bed. Those are not small things. And for Patricia, those are everything. Everything that we should also feel grateful for. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you grateful for today? You see, every morning when we get up, none of us celebrate in the morning, do we? In fact, we get grumpy. We hit the snooze button and we're going to go back to sleep. But you see, the fact that we can see the people we love, hear the things that we love, connect with the people we love, isn't it something that we should all be grateful for? Sometimes in life, only when something is being taken away from us, then we realize its true value. And before you tell anyone it was fine the other day, let's think about it. What are you grateful for? Let's appreciate the tiniest little things in our life together.
Thank you, Mr. Kung Fu. What a great speech. Really kept Dolphin flowing. One